Van Pelton, I think this is history, man. I believe this is the first time you've been on with me where you didn't have a cigar in one hand and a Larry O'Brien in another. So given that it's just a Friday night in February, I appreciate you taking a minute, man. Are you all right? You got run into there. You're good?
Man, long time, man. Long time, Scott. So it's always good to hear your voice, man. I appreciate you having me on, man. Always a pleasure talking to you.
I appreciate that as well. Everything's cool. You got run into there late. You're all right, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
It was a tough back-to-back for us tonight, so we was able to get it done versus a tough Clippers team. Last night we had a tough Minnesota team, but it's good basketball we're playing right now, so we want to hopefully continue it.
All right, so we've all gotten past I'll be damned, Luka plays for the Lakers, and you guys have got some runway now to figure out what you've got. And you've been through this a ton through the years in many different variations with different squads. What's the process, Bron, of now till the playoffs to sort out what you are so that you can be a championship team come June?
Yeah, I mean, at this point in the season, Scott, there's not many days where you have practice. So, it's a dress rehearsal every time we hit the floor, every time we're in film session, shoot-arounds, we hit the road, whatever the case may be. We have to understand that we don't have much time, but
the one that was waiting to see what J.J. Redick was going to do this year as a head coach. And it has been a wonderful thing to witness. Right now, in my opinion, he should be the front runner to win Coach of the Year. J.J. Redick has been in his bag like he has fries at the bottom. And it's not just offensive sets. Scott, it's not just offensive sets. It's the defense. Since January 15th, the Lakers have the best defense in the entire NBA. And what J.J. Redick is challenging his opponents to do is to make three-point shots. We saw last night against the Minnesota Timberwolves, they couldn't hit shots. They shot 12 for 41 from the three. Tonight, I believe the Clippers shot 9 for like 27 or something to that nature. And what JJ has done, got the ears, got the attention of this locker room. We're talking about a team that came in on a back-to-back, didn't have one of their key guys in Rui Hachimura. Austin Reeves went out at halftime, and all of a sudden they dug deep to get a win against a Clippers team who actually needed this win because Golden State are on their heels. Impressive all across the board.
When it comes to LeBron, it reminds me so much of Tiger, a guy who I covered my whole career. At some point, you run out. Like, I don't know what there else is to say about the dude. But, I mean, we were joking with him. I'm not even kidding. I'm saying, look, at 40, I stopped being able to do stuff. What is the man done this season that most impresses you, Perk? For me, it's the long list, but for most impresses you.
Scott, you do realize that LeBron James and I played on the same AAU team. You do realize that LeBron James and I were in the McDonald's All-American game together.
Now look at you, Perk. You're trying to get those fries at the bottom of the bag, and he's still out there playing, man.
Yeah, I done started my second career, and he's still going strong, still a top 5 player in today's game, still out here doing what he needs to do at the highest level. And that's the scary part about it, because everybody was wondering, can LeBron James and Luka coexist? And the answer is hell yeah. You know why? Because LeBron James has mastered his craft. He could play off the ball. If you want LeBron James to be a screen setter, he could do that. If you want him to be a diver and a screen roller to the basket, he does that at the highest level. And now you put him and Luka in the two-man game.
All right, Legs. Yeah. I don't know if it built your belief. Did the Lakers win prove the West is wide open?
I'm going to use an analogy since we're talking about wide open. Let's talk about that in terms of like a door.
Okay.
So if I'm Oklahoma City, it's my house. Is my door wide open so anybody can come on in and challenge me? No, come on, stop. That door is firmly shut right now. It's Oklahoma City, and then it's everybody else trying to sort through it. Now, what has happened, the Lakers have made it interesting now that maybe they can get to that point. Maybe Denver can get to that point, but that was kind of a cold water on that a little bit on Saturday night. They were playing great, and then they got completely shut down. So that was a little bit interesting to me. I don't know that anybody views Houston and Memphis as being on OKC's level. The Lakers are probably now the most interesting team to talk about in trying to close the gap with Oklahoma City. But I'm not going to sit there and act like what I just watched for the last basically 60 games is not that Oklahoma City is the best team that I have seen all year. They don't have a weakness. They've got the best team defense in the league this year, without question. And they've also got more than enough firepower offensively, and they're deep. And they haven't really even been full strength very long. So for me, it's Oklahoma City still is in a different place than everybody else. Let's watch what the Lakers are about to do over the next few weeks. The games that stand out to me, Shannon, you probably know this already. I bet you got these circled. March 8th, Lakers at Boston. I want to see that one. And then April 4th, 6th, and 8th, Lakers play OKC back-to-back on the 4th and the 6th. And then on the 8th, they got, Dallas. That's the Dallas game. I just circled down because I know you probably know that one. So it's really those other three. That's the real measuring stick. That's going to.
Go ahead, Shannon.
Okay, if you say they're in the house and the door is closed, it's unlocked. We gonna walk in. I'm gonna put it to you like this here. I'm gonna put it to you like this here, Legs. OKC, KFC, UFC, Lakers in 5. With Luka playing like that, we got go James. It don't matter. It don't matter. Bron James, Luka Doncic.
Did you just say Lakers in 5?
Yeah, he's speaking like a fan now.
You better get drug tested. Something wrong with you. Something wrong with you. Lakers in 5. Stop that nonsense. That's ridiculous.
I will say it one more time, Stephen A. Stephen A, one more time. Stephen, I want you to listen close. I want you to listen to Legs. OKC, KFC, UFC, Lakers in 5.
Man, crazy.
He's going to have a T-shirt on that says that. He's getting a T-shirt.
Stop that nonsense. Here's what I would say to you, though, Jet. Here's what I say to you, Legs. Legs, I get what you're saying. Oklahoma City's number 1. I got that. I'm not going to say the door is shut. I think the Lakers got a chance. We can't dismiss Denver. But talking about the Lakers, I want to put Dallas in the mix. Stay with me, Shay, on this. The Lakers, for obvious reasons, because if Luka gets loose, like he did the other night, and that Luka shows up. It's the reason why J.J. Redick said, welcome back. It's good to see you, because in other words, that was the first game we saw Luka be Luka in a Lakers uniform. We get that part. And if you look at the versatility that the Lakers have been exercising, okay, the size that they have, not on your front line, but everywhere else, with the ability to get out on shooters, that makes the Lakers very
issues here. What can LA prove in this one?
Well, they can prove whether or not their defense is sustainable. Since January 15th, I think they've had the best defense in the NBA. And since January 30th, they've been really holding opponents to not shooting the paint. Opponents have shot the second fewest amount of shots in the paint. Now, LeBron James averaged, 14 rebounds per game the last 2, 11.5 the last 4. Can he keep going, holding down this team that is really suffering without interior size? Can their defense hold up against Zubats? That's the big question. Now, I know a lot of people say, hey, they did it against Jokic, but you're going to have to do it time and time again. How much energy can they keep up with defensively is my point.
To me, this game is all about the Clippers. This is a must-win for the Los Angeles Clippers. They're half a game up on Golden State from being in the play-in tournament, right? They're in the postseason right now. You're getting the Lakers coming off a back-to-back. LeBron James, both him and Luka had to play a lot of minutes last night.
And both are questionable
And both are questionable. No Rui Hachimura, so you should be able to impose your will. Big Zubac should have it his way down there. Ty Lue will have this team prepared, but this is a must-win situation for the must-win tonight for the Clippers.
I thank y'all. I really do from the bottom of my heart. I'm very appreciative of what y'all said about the Clippers, because I don't think about them much. I love Ty Lue. I know he's a phenomenal coach. I love the fact that Jeff Van Gundy has upgraded them defensively. And I know James Harden, very, very proud of him and what he's been doing at Norman Powell. I'm a fan. I don't take the Clippers seriously unless I know Kawhi Leonard is going to be available, and I never, ever, ever assume he is going to be available when it counts. So that leads me to the Los Angeles Lakers, the number 1 team with defensive efficiency since January 15th. I'm looking at LeBron James in the fourth quarter, 11.2 points per game, first in the league, 60.6% shooting from the field, fourth in the league, total rebounds 16, first in the league, 40 years of age, 22nd season in the league. Playing in the fourth quarter the way that he's playing, I'm paying attention to defense, and I'm paying attention to that because that tells me what I should expect from the Lakers moving forward. I'm not thinking about the Clippers much.
I'm thinking about the Clippers. Look, the Lakers have an opportunity to go to the NBA Finals.
Yes, they do.